Hi guys. So uh, I was not planning on coming in here doing a video today. I was actually putting up some pictures and stuff that I just got and trying to decorate and things like that. And I see the guy who they call Nature Boy um, has gotten arrested, home raided in Atlanta. Now, let me say this first of all, y'all, the ones who follow me, y'all who know. I don't um I don't follow like a lot of these big black uh and when I say big black, I mean these popular um male gurus. I already know he's a whole cult leader. I've been knowing it. Um But I don't, I mean, like the dating coaches, the KS guy, the, who's that other really big one? Um, just a lot of these really, this, Derek Jackson guy, he was another like really big one who had, gotten caught in the public basically. And, it just amazes me because I still see this dude's stuff on my feed, and this dude still has thousands of followers. But we're talking about Eligio Bishop, and forgive me because I don't know how to pronounce that, but Nature Boy. Now I'm gonna tell you just a little bit. I don't know a whole bunch about this dude, so like if you come in here for tea, I don't really have no tea. I just know I'm making this video because winter's here. Winter's here. The winter that they kept talking about black women were going to enter, we're entering it, and we're seeing, but we're not in it like you all, but yeah, it's here. It's here. And it's not for us. It's for, honestly and truly, they're calling it winter. Their leader called it winter, and they took that and they ran with it. But at the end of the day, what this is the time that we are in right now, the dimension that we are in right now, where we are right now, everything is being exposed, everything is being revealed. This is where we are right now. This is really what this is. However, because most of them are damn false prophets, they don't know what they're talking about. They're confused, they are liars and manipulators, and of course, they may get the hint that something's gonna happen, but they don't even know that it's happening to them. And because of them, like nobody is making these people do the things that they're doing, and they're getting exposed. The cover is off. So many black women right now are not mammying anymore. They are not protecting them anymore. They are not standing up for them and coming to their defense anymore. And they're not hiding them anymore. Now, some are. Some are still doing it. For some, it is really taking a lot. It's really taking a lot for them to let it go. And I can talk about this. Y'all know I have a black son. Y'all know that I just have a new grandbaby. And, but at the end of the day, you have to still do what's right. My son has been through his own winter where I did not protect him, I did not support him. I did what I could at one point, but when I start seeing that, he just going to continue to fall back on me whenever he can, as he can, when he can, whatever, because of some promise that I gave to him when he was, what, 15, 16 years old. I told him, and maybe he was younger than that, told him, He'd always have a home with me, and I still mean that, but not while you out doing dirt, not while you are in the streets doing whatever. Like, no, you're not gonna come here and have a refuge. No, I'm not that kind of mom. So he had to go through winter, and in his winter he learned, and he is so much better now. You know, um, but at the end of the day, I wanted to go a little bit into this. I don't know, like I said, a lot about this guy, this dude, and his cult, but um, I was following at one point, and in a way, I probably need to get into that too, because I told y'all before, just gave hints that I was in a cult before, never went into it. Um, because first of all, because the guy is still on YouTube. Now I don't have any ties to them at all. My ex was the one uh, who got us involved in that. I didn't know nothing about this dude, whatever, but I was being a mammy. I was following my husband. I was doing what I thought was whatever, and I shamefully um, followed this man, and I didn't know what I was getting into. And I have to say though, also, we didn't have like any uh, a bad experience or anything like that. But um, I'm gonna get back to that in just a second. Um, but anyway, um, as I started getting a little bit more into my consciousness, and I'm not gonna make this video long, I promise. As I was getting more into my consciousness, I discovered Dr. Delbert Blair. Wonderful man. Now, I guess because I was watching Dr. Delbert Blair and maybe some of the things that I was watching at that time, getting really into metaphysics and things like that, because it just completely fascinates me. Um, and so I got, I guess the algorithms on YouTube, it kind of it gives you like the same type of people that you are listening to. So this particular, but this was a female. Um, she was, as she called herself, a student of Dr. Delma Blair. And just by me saying that, some of you may know who she is. But I listened to her for a while, maybe for a couple of years, maybe a couple of years, off and on. Um, and she said some weird stuff. She said some weird stuff, but me being a Pisces, as y'all know, I can be very open minded. I can be very, I can see things from different sides and things like that. And I believe there are some things that could absolutely be possible. However, um, some of the things that I would continue to hear her say began to raise red flags for me. And some of it was because of where I had already been in a cult. So I know the talk. You know what I'm saying? I know the talk of a cult leader. I know, you know, I just know that whole surrounding. I know those people will protect them with their lives. I mean, I know. And so some of the things she was saying was beginning to bring up red flags. Some of the stuff, like especially on her lives, I remember this one night, I was watching a live of hers, and I noticed a lot of times I'm very good with speech, and I listen very well. And I noticed a lot of times she would be getting ready to say something, and then like she would look off camera in a direction or whatever. And it's like she would just kind of just skip over it and just start saying something else. But it always would be like, what in the world, you know? And so it made me think somebody was coaching her into not saying certain stuff. Handlers, like she always liked to say. And so this one particular night, I don't remember what the topic was or whatever, but it was something controversial. And I remembered she kept like looking up over her camera or whatever, and like she was, then she got off a timer through her, like she muted it and was just like, no, like she's talking to somebody. And I was like, I wonder, I'm like, I know I'm not the only one that is seeing this. So, I'm like, because actually there was a guy who, this was nothing romantic at all. There was a guy who I became really good friends with. And I would, we talked about a lot of stuff. He really seriously was like a big brother to me. Like and I know it's crazy, people be like, oh, men and women can't be, no brother, sister, whatever. I mean, it really was, seriously. Like, he didn't make no passes at me. I didn't make no passes at him. It's just like, it wasn't like that. And so he, I would kind of bring up little stuff. Like, I would just kind of like, just kind of throw it out there. And he would always defend her, like, relentlessly, he would defend her. Like, even in the wrong. Like, even when stuff was obvious, like he would just, and I'm thinking, okay, all right, he under the spell already. So I'm gonna just, So I started weaning myself off of, watching her and so forth. And then when she started talking about going to Brazil, that really might let y'all know who I'm talking about. But when she started talking about going to Brazil and taking people with her and things like that, that right there, that sealed it. That sealed it for me. I am not saying that she's a cult leader. I am not saying that. But the things that she said and how you want to set up this encampment and you want to have these people and they're all in nature, and she's, in my opinion, pretty, loose or open with her body. And I only mean that in that, she's like really always pretty, she loves her breasts. Nothing wrong with that. But it just, it just didn't sit right with me because, like I say, I've been down that road and I know what I hear. I know what I sense in my spirit. And from that, um, you know, I think I still may even have her like on Facebook and stuff, but I really don't watch her videos anymore or anything like that. I don't follow at all anymore, period. It just didn't set right with me. I never said anything to anyone. I haven't disparaged her or said anything like that. I'm still not disparaging her because, hey, to each his own. But at the end of the day, um, I think somewhere some common sense needs to, you know, I really don't think, whatever you want to call it, God, universe, whatever, I don't think whatever it is, even inside of you, will continually let you just walk down a blind path with nothing, and you don't get a hint, you don't get a feeling, you don't get some other people saying something. I mean, something that should make you stop and really check this thing out. You know what I'm saying? I think we as Black people have a long history of worshiping and wanting to be saved, um, just from our history. You know what I'm saying? And so we are still in that in that easy um, grasp of being easily led and looking for that savior. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think that's how so many of us get caught up. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's of course it's not always a cult leader or whatever, but whether it's a cult leader or it is if it's some influential leader, and I'm not even saying that these people are not charming. These people, most cult leaders are extremely narcissistic, psychopathic, and they know how to talk, they know how to manipulate, they are um, usually very good at manipulating you, you know. Um, so just real quick, um, when the guy that my ex got us hooked up with, Hebrew Israelite, I will say that much. Um, and, you know, we went to his place. Um, we used to give to his, we used to give. Um, and, you know, this guy is religious. So all of his cult stuff was under the guise of the religion type thing. There are many different kinds of cults. Y'all need to, you know, I would really suggest y'all look into it because sometimes it is easy to go down that path and not even realize what the heck I got myself into on the grounds of being a good person, trying to find peace, trying to find love, trying to find family, I mean, it's so many reasons that people get caught up into, you know, cults and things like that. Um, but like I say, my situation, I was following my ex. And I'm not blaming him for that, but I'm just saying that's because I wouldn't have known anything about that, you know. But anyway, long story short, you know, it's a special garb that is with most cult leaders, just like with this whole carbonation thing. They are, if they're not naked, they all are, you know, they when you see them, they all are dressed accordingly. Um, with this particular guy, it's the head covering, long dresses, whole whatever. And, you know, I would say I was more under the spell of the good wife, the spell of the God hates divorce, the spell of the make your husband happy, the spell of following your husband, being let him lead, let him, you know, I did all of that. And, you know, at the end of the day, it really didn't turn out very well for me, you know. So that's really why that's not something I'm trying to do again ever. But um, I don't say a lot about it, and I've never. This is really, honestly, probably the most in depth I've ever went into any of that. And you know that's really as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to go any more into that. And I say that partly because I don't care about it anymore. And also because I know that the ones who are still there, and let me tell you something, people who are in cults, usually they're some pretty good people. They really are. They're looking for something. They're searching for something, and they got just basically led astray, you know. But their heart is usually good, and that is really the reason why they are so easily manipulated by cult leaders. So, you know, I had friends, I had people I knew, and people I loved, you know, that were a part of that. And, you know, but I'm gonna say like this here. I've seen this man. People who come after this man, I'm gonna put it like that. People who have come after this man, I have seen him get get rid of them. I'm going to say in the sense of getting their stuff taken down and making threats to them and their families. And, and I'm not saying him. I'm not saying him. I'm saying whoever is a part of him, whoever's a part of it. I've seen it. And, I don't want no smoke. I really don't. I don't want no smoke. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm far away from that. I'm far away from my ex. And I'm not trying to bring any of that up, but I'm bringing it up because of the fact I just want to show you how easy it is. And, you basically get under a spell. You really basically, whenever you're not following yourself, your heart, your own mind, doing what makes you happy, and really truly loving yourself, you're easily under a spell, if not already under a spell. I think there are many spells that people could be under. Um, but at the end of the day, like I say, I'm not gonna go, really into. I mean, because y'all can go on YouTube, y'all can figure out as I'm talking, who I'm talking about, and y'all can see for yourselves. It's still active. It's still thriving. Man, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that because yeah, I know a lot of stuff that happened you know like so you guys, I am happy. I am very very happy that this nature boy has finally, because when um they had that thing about R. Kelly. I mean, honestly, this guy was the one that I thought about. But I'm sorry, I got off track. The woman that I was talking about and the whole Brazil thing and all that. The reason I even brought her up, and I'm sorry, I get off track, y'all know. Um, I brought her up because that's how I initially learned about this whole nature boy, because she would bring him up and say stuff about him, and then of course I go and Google and look, and and a lot of her followers and everything know a lot about him and everything. And I'm gonna be very very honest, and I am gonna say this because I can. I honestly think she had a crush on that guy. I really do, because she was obsessed with this dude, just always talking about him, and she probably gonna say something about it now. Which is, like I say, that's her right, that's her own whatever. um, but I really think, she had a crush on him. I mean, let's all admit. I mean, this nature boy. I mean, it ain't like he ugly. I mean, he was a model. I mean, he's a handsome guy. Uh, but he's also, you can go find the porn video of him and what he was allowing this man to do to him. So, but if you like that kind, if you like that type, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't see how I'm going to, as a woman, submit to a man that I've seen and know of is letting another man do that to him. I mean, you're not a man anymore to me, but anyway, like I say, to each his own. I pray for, the women is who I pray for, because it's the women who were victimized. um, I don't, like I said, I didn't follow him, so I don't know all the ins and outs, but I truly do believe, just like R. Kelly, that he was holding people against their will. There were people and parents and stuff who were looking for their daughters and so forth, and could not get a hold to them. And they said that bullshit about, oh, you can leave whenever you want, doors open, all that bullshit. These people have a lot of intimidating tactics. And trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Um, they are well armed, a lot of them. I'm not saying that they are, but I'm telling you what I know from my experience. They are well armed, they are well ready. to protect their leader. I mean, it's kind of just like some whole David Koresh bullshit. Like it really is. You know, I mean, it's crazy for a lot of us because we're not in that life. Like we don't see that all the time. Like that's like some crazy whatever, but it's really not. You all would be surprised how many active true cults that there are going on all the time, all around us. And you know, these followers, they will hurt somebody, like for real. Like they already have a protocol. Like whole David Koresh, all that stuff. These people had a protocol and everything. Yeah. So, and that's why I say, you know, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to get no smoke from that because, like I say, I have seen um, people trying to go after him, and you know, so. Um, But yes, I'm happy. I'm happy. Winter is here. I'm very, very happy. He's not going to be the last. We just had this crazy deranged guy who just shot up the subways. His stuff. I was able to catch at least one of his videos before it got. I don't know if all of them are taken down yet, but I know they were taking them down. And I just happened to be on a live where they were passing, like they were talking about it, and so somebody was talking about the channel that some of his videos were on, and I, of course, I ran, and you know, because I just wanted to see, I just wanted to hear his rhetoric or whatever, you know, and it's the same manosphere, red pill bullshit, David Carroll, you know, bullshit. You know, KS, I mean, all of that. They are radicalizing people. Getting these black women, this black femicide, this femicide period is it's no coincidence. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Then I'm finna cut the video off. My daughter, who I have tried to talk to and tell, you know, because oh, I'm not a nigga. She's young, but I have tried to tell her numerous occasions, but she actually, and I count it a blessing. I was listening to Nyla um, the other day, and she was drilling, and you know, she actually stayed in the room. So she was actually listening. I never said anything. I didn't like none of that. I didn't say it. I just let her be there. And then later on, she came back to me because usually with me, the reason I'm bringing that up is because usually with me is, oh, Mama, you just you hate black men and you. I don't hate black men. I mean, you all, and I don't even know why she would say something like that, but you all already know that. That's not the truth. Um, I just know what I know. As many of you are know what you know. You're waking up. I was there too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I ain't ashamed to say I used to be a mammy. I certainly was. But at the end of the day, I still had enough, you know, within myself to be like, you know, whoa, wait a minute, like, come on, y'all gonna have to, you know, really y'all hate black women? I mean, like, really y'all, you know? And so I started coming back, you know. But like I say, you know, at that time, they were just doing so much, you know, they just had like free reign over here on YouTube. And so, you know, it was just really, really crazy. Like one woman couldn't compete with all of the obvious trolls. Like I don't, it's like they were sent on a mission. I think they're still being sent. But anyway, so she came to me the other day and she said it's some girl that she knows was talking to her about all of the black women being killed. And she was talking about how the numbers are just doubling. Just, you know, they're just so many. And I told her, I said, yeah, like maybe that's what I be trying to tell you. And I said, it's black men who are doing most of the murders of, I don't know if I can say that word on here, sorry. I know I'm not big, but you know, I be listening to people and they be like certain words you can't say. So most of it is usually black men who are doing these crimes. And so, and it has been an increase. And I'm just thankful and hopeful that she is waking up and being able to come out of whatever she was in and begin to see that your mama not just talking, like your mama's seriously trying to warn you because I love you to death and I know your type and you need to get rid of that. Like you yeah, you need to come on, get on up out of that because black women are waking up and we are yeah, we're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. So guys, I just, this ain't no breaking news or whatever. Actually it was because when I saw it, it was only like an hour where it just happened. So, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit and just say that I am so happy and I pray that he will get his just. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully allegations stick. Hopefully more and more women will come forth and we can get this done. Because and I keep saying like pedophilia is horrible in the black community. And so many of us hide criminals and don't say nothing. We know all this stuff is going on, black men and black women in the black community, and we continue to let it. We just let it go. We don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like we worship and we continue to, uh, like we victimize the victims and we continue to coddle the assailants and the ones who are actually committing the crimes against people. And they're guilty. I don't know what that is with us, but I pray that we wake up. I pray that we wake up. So you guys, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, leave your comments down at whatever you think about him, what you know about cults, whatever it is that you want to share in this video or about this video, please do hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, we'll see you next time.